Hey, what's up, my 1P Talk family? What's up, One Purpose Magazine followers? I am the owner, editor-in-chief, managing editor, publisher, all that of One Purpose Magazine. And I am here to give you a blog talk radio show that you anticipate every week, right? At 3 o'clock, because that's when we're here. We're here every week on Sundays at 3 p.m. So after church, after you done listen to your sermon at virtual church and all of that, you're ready to apply some things, right? So that's what we do. We talk about the application of things. We talk about applying the tools and the godly tools to help make us better people so we can go out in the world and do the work that we need to do so we can get our well done, right? We're all working to get our well done. I know I am. I want my well done, good and faithful servant. That's what I'm looking for. And so before I move on and get into the topic of the show, I just want to put this out there. So in my company, the parent of my company is Jones Publishing and Enterprises, LLC. The podcast, the digital news show, the magazine, all falls under the umbrella of my publishing company. So within that company, I take on clients, right? Particularly in the healthcare field, but in other areas as well. So I am looking to build my writer's log of individuals who are looking to write for different niche audiences. I have clients in healthcare in particular and in staffing. So I have a particular need for writers right now that write like 500 to 800 word blogs. So if you are interested in getting on my list and with the particular focus of writing, I will be more than happy to add you to the list. You can email me at njandrews@jpandellc.com. That's a song. I'm going to say that again. njandrews@jpandellc.com. Hit me up if you are a writer and you're interested in taking on some gigs here and there, getting your hustle on here and there. Now, the role is for ghostwriting, if you will. So the clients, for my clients, I do not put my name as the writer. So, I mean, if you're trying to sharpen up your writing skills and things like that, writing is a very important tool. It'll be a good thing to do. You still get paid for it. You get the check. Cut the check. That's what we do. We get the money. We get to the money. That's what's most important. But I do list my writers on my main website as contributors. So you'll be listed on JP&E LLC's website as a contributor, and that contribution could be for any of my clients or the magazine. So anyway, that's that. That's enough with, I got to put my business stuff out there. Then what's the point? If I got your ear, I have to have it in a way that's going to enhance the community, right? So anyway, moving forward. I am having a conversation with you all today about survival mode. We all just had our season in survival mode, right? We all just came out of that because we did not know what was on the other end of what we were experiencing. I think that that's fair to say. I think it's fair to say that we all were in a place where we were just ready to survive. We were willing to do anything we had to do to make it to the other end, right? Because we just didn't know. It was a pandemic going on. We had the crazy dude in the White House. It was racial issues, and we are still dealing with a lot of it, especially on this end of the racial divide. The politics are crazy right now. The Republican Party is just going through its thing. The Democratic Party is kind of still trying to figure it out. One, in my opinion, isn't doing better than the other. It's just a lot going on, and it kind of leaves us in the wind of things. Like, where is the solid ground? But particularly during 2020, we had to adapt to a lifestyle that we just weren't used to. We were used to our lives being kind of chaotic and busy, our lives. And I think that became our normal, right? But when things stopped or came to a halt, you can tell that people were going into survival mode by the whole tissue thing. Everybody wanted to go and buy tissue, and I didn't really get that. What's up with the toilet paper phenomenon? I didn't really get that. So what I'm trying to say is people were living trying to just get through. We were trying to get through to the next day, hoping that the next day will bring something more fruitful, something more positive. And a lot of times, unfortunately, going through that time, it just didn't happen. So I think that many of us got stuck in this process of just going through. We have to get through the next day. Our finances are in trouble. Our way of living is in trouble. We are just responsible for doing things that we just weren't used to doing. Our kids are at home. Our work was at home. Everything that we're doing was in our house. Our pets, our spouses, if you have them, everything was at home, and we just didn't have that. I think that chaos that brought us comfort in our lives, we just couldn't do anything. And we were in this place because of the pandemic that we just couldn't dig our way out of. And I do believe that for a lot of people that created a mental pattern that many of us are still in. And I do think that even with a lot of things opening up, the vaccine being readily available for all Americans 12 and up to get, I think that many people are still in this survival mode way of thinking. And, I do believe that there will be people who resist change. Because, last year was traumatic. Every time we turned around, it was something new. We just didn't have a solid ground. And I just think that many people are still kind of in that mindset and stuck in that mindset of uncertainty. They just don't know what to trust or who to trust or how to trust them or what. We are in the state of survival mode. And a lot of people are just in their resistance movement because of that. They resist everything. They don't move forward. They're not moving forward in things. They're not seeing the possibility in going forward. They're afraid and fearful of certain things. Fearful, don't know what the job, just a lot of things. Don't know what to expect from work. I know that's how, with me, I feel it and I sense it. With work, I'm just like, okay, you all are talking about going back, but I don't know if I really want to come back because, I don't know what's next. We may get there, something may go down, and then we have to go back into this lifestyle of being at home all the time. So what's the point of going? If you have to shut the office down again because you have people who are not getting the vaccine and a spread occurs. You just think of things like that. So it's just that, I don't know if it's a fear factor, but it's just that cautiousness from being put in a mode where we had to be very, very cautious of our next move and making the right move. So I just want to talk a little bit about getting out of that. In my book, I think my book is an entire publication, an entire book about exiting that mode of survival where you're just getting by day to day to just get through the day. And I think some of the tactics, one of the things that we need to implement in our life is faith. Faith is so important. Faith will carry you through just about any and everything that you go through. If you lack faith, then you have fear. And there's a such thing as healthy fear. We have healthy fear to stop us from doing stupid stuff, right? If I didn't have a portion of healthy fear, child, my desire to take a risk would take me over the edge. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about fear from moving forward because of what you have experienced. fear for moving forward because you feel like that moving forward is not gonna do anything but land you right back where you were. We all have to have faith to move forward. We have to have faith to be a part of the economy again. We have to have faith to be a part of life as, it will be at this point, because we're not going back to life as it was pre-pandemic. We're in a different world. And for people of color, we have to have faith to continue the good fight. We have to have faith to do things and believe that on the other side, the generations that will follow us will benefit from the work that we do. Moving out of survival mode requires faith. Now, my faith lies in Jesus Christ. It's just what it is. Your faith can lie in whatever it is that you believe in. I'm not one to dictate to anyone how they should have faith and who they should believe in, what they should believe in, and what higher power they believe in. We as human beings have a free will to believe whatever it is we desire to believe. But whatever that belief system is, you have to have faith that it will carry you through. You have to have faith that you are here for a purpose and you are here for a reason. And you can't be fearful about moving forward because of what has happened to you in your past. I was just having a conversation with my father, right? And we were talking about trust. We were talking about, how people how they lack trust in things and how they lack trust in people. And it's really not a lack of trust in other people and other things. It's really lacking trust in yourself, lacking trust in who you are and your ability to make sound decisions and do things in a way that is going to progress you in life and take you to that next level in life. And I think that we use other people as an excuse. So how I tie that into survival mode is that, people that's on survival mode, they do the same thing all the time. They have like this constant routine, in my opinion, and they stick to that routine and they never go outside of the box. And they never change up, so that way they never grow. And they have learned how to survive. They are just existing. They have learned to survive in a way that they're just living, doing what they have to do to be here, not stepping outside of the box and taking chances to be great, to be their best self, and you have to break out of that. The root to breaking out of that is just like I said, faith. You have to have faith. You have to believe in something bigger than you. You have to believe that your purpose for being on this earth is bigger than you. Or you can get stuck at sitting at home in front of a computer, working from home all day and in this routine of just doing what it is that you have learned to do to just survive. And survive, there's no fun in just surviving. Being in survival mode is not fun. You know what it causes people to do? Sit back and look at the computer, critiquing what other people doing. And they sit back and they say, well, they ain't gonna make it because of this. Or they look at everything that's wrong with, or everything that could go wrong with somebody who is actually out there trying to live their best life. And they're judging or being critical from a place of fear. So let's move beyond survival mode. Let's get out of survival mode and live. I want to tell you to get the vaccine. Get the vaccine and live. Take a chance and get the vaccine and move on with your life. Why sit up and debate it? I'm here. I've had both. I know that they have issues with other areas that they're studying, but they're going to figure it out. It's going to it's going to be reconciled, and we can move on. We have to move on with life. Enjoy life. We should be so motivated right now to enjoy life and have fun. Go out and do things. Take chances and be great. Challenge people. Correct people. Do things that make us a better society. And on that note, I gotta go. I will holler at you all next week for my next 15. Peace.